Previously on New Adventure Films.
Well, I can sure as hell hope that's not the road up there. Well, I may have come to my end here, because I don't see a way up that. Yeah, I'm pretty stuck in here.
I use a program called Strava to map out my route and put it on my motorcycle's GPS. This is a 2D map of the area I had a lot of difficulty riding through, specifically this area in between here. Looking at this version of the map, the route looked relatively easy. One of the things I learned after I got back from this trip was not just to look at the 2D route to see where to go, but also to look at the 3D version to see if there are any steep inclines on my route to be better prepared. Here is a 3D version of the same map. If you move your mouse pointer along the bottom of the map in Strava, as I'm doing right now, you can see the grade percentages. At its height, the hill is about 24-25% grade. This is helpful, but it does not tell you what the road itself is like. For instance, it won't tell you if the road had large rocks and ditches in it, but it will show you where the steep inclines or declines of the road are located. And had this been a smooth dirt road, 24% incline would not have been a problem at all. But fill it with loose rocks, deep ditches, sandy soil, and it becomes a whole different story. Well, I finally made it out of that steep uphill climb through the rocks and boulders and debris and headed for my next destination, which was the top of the world. It was an easy ride, and when I got there, I decided to take a few drone shots. Getting accurate color is always key to a great video. To do this, first set your white balance to auto, then turn off auto white balance and make any micro adjustments necessary. By turning off auto white balance, the color balance remains true throughout the video clip. If you don't turn off white balance, your drone will try to adjust as you move through different lighting conditions or aim it in different directions, causing color shift. Also on a bright sunny day or afternoons, as in this case, I use a neutral density 16 filter on my drone to get a lower aperture and video that's smooth. If If your aperture is too high, your video can look grainy and not appealing to the human eye. And if your drone is fixed at a 2.8 aperture, as many drones are, the drone will have to compensate for the bright light by raising the shutter speed, which can cause choppy video. Think of ND filters like sunglasses for your drone.
Up to the final part of this journey. We should be coming up in a little while on some beautiful red rock. I've seen pictures of it, I've never been there. I think it's going to be awesome.
Well, I finally made it to the top of the world area of my journey, and wow, what a view. This is the final destination, so I decided to stop and get some great drone shots of the area. The view from the top of the world area in the Onion Creek Loop at sunset is stunning, with some of the most spectacular desert landscapes I have ever seen in the American Southwest. This high panoramic viewpoint makes you feel as though you are standing at the top of the world, with sweeping views of the surrounding canyons, mesas, and distant mountain ranges. As the sun began to set, the rugged red rock formations that define the region came alive with vibrant colors. The sun cast a golden hue over the jagged cliffs, and the famous orange and red sandstone formations deepened into rich shades of crimson and purple. Shadows stretched across the vast open desert, highlighting the textures and the layers of rock, while the La Salle Mountains in the distance began to catch the last light, glowing softly against the fading sky. The sky itself became a dramatic display of color, with shades of pink, orange, and violet blending seamlessly into the deepening blue of the twilight. The vast expanse of the Utah desert, punctuated by sparse vegetation and the iconic rock formations, seems endless from this vantage point. The solitude and silence, broken only by the wind or an occasional cry of a bird, create a peaceful and awe-inspiring atmosphere as I watch the day come to a close. From the top, you can see iconic landmarks like Fisher Towers, Onion Creek, and the winding Colorado River far below, all illuminated by the fading daylight. The combination of rugged terrain, wide open spaces, and dramatic desert sunset made this a truly unforgettable experience. I spent a while looking at the vast beauty of the landscape with my own eyes, reflecting on the adventure I had just been through, all that I had seen, the struggles I had making it up the hill and finding my way, and so much more. But I still had about an hour left to ride, and it was time to get back on the road before the light faded completely. It took me about 2 hours longer to complete the entire loop than I had planned on, but making it to the top of the world area at sunset, in the end, was perfect timing. Among the many things I learned about filming myself, I found an issue with the Insta360 Ace Pro cameras, and that they sometimes confuse my voice commands and stop recording when it's supposed to start recording and vice versa, which meant I missed a lot of great footage, like when I crashed my dirt bike and broke the throttle, while recording boring footage when nothing was happening. In the future, I will be using a Bluetooth synced to the camera that will show me if my helmet cam is actually recording.
All right, we made it. This is the end of the loop. From here, it's just about 100 yards to the freeway, and that's a very boring drive, so I'm not going to record that. But this is the Dewey Bridge, the old Dewey Bridge that's broken down now. What an adventure. Wow, I didn't think I was going to make it. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it at one point. I thought I was going to be stuck. The accelerator's still stuck. The bike runs, but it's really hard to turn the accelerator, so that makes it really difficult to ride. So I think I'm going to end it at that. What beautiful views. What beautiful views this drive has. I highly recommend it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my action adventure movies upcoming this year and next. And I will see you in my next adventure.